Good morning, everyone. The story that I'm going to share today was a great eye-opener for me to understand the true meaning of sharing and giving. So, this is the story of a little boy with little faith who shared his little lunch to feed thousands. You find this story in the Gospel of John, chapter 6, verses 1 to 13. Jesus went to a mountain and sat with his disciples. He saw many people coming to him. Jesus looked at them and knew they were hungry and wanted to fill their physical hunger, not only the spiritual hunger. There was no shop close by, nor any village where they could walk easily and buy food. Yet Jesus asked Philip, his disciple, from where they could buy bread for the people who were gathered around him on the mountain. He asked it to test him. Philip answered him, 200 of pennyworth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may take a little. The disciples must have been astonished and troubled, and they must have thought how they could find food to feed thousands of people gathered there. But there was a little boy with a little lunch, 5 barley loaves and 2 little fishes, who could give all with the little faith he had to feed the mouths of thousands. The disciples gave this little lunch to Jesus. Jesus took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes and gave thanks. Then he gave them to his disciples, and they distributed the food to the people. There were about 5,000 men. People ate to the full and were satisfied. There was remaining food, and Jesus said to his disciples to gather the remaining food without wasting them. This little boy's great act of giving, the little lunch with all humility, helped Jesus to feed thousands. Jesus could easily bring down bread from heaven, but he was looking for the little faith, little sacrifice one could offer all in order for him to perform this miracle. He doesn't need our millions of money to perform miracles, but just giving what we have is the beauty which the Lord appreciates in us. This little boy's hidden character is very significant and unique for his age. One thing, he had walked all the way into the mountain to listen to Jesus' word. Though he was a young boy, yet he had hunger and thirst for spiritual things. He had the humility for his age to take his lunch prepared probably by his mother, and the perseverance to stay for long without eating his lunch alone. There are hidden mysteries in this miracle and lessons we can learn as we live in a world that revolves around materialism and commercialism, discontentment and dissatisfaction. The selfless, sacrificial life hidden in this little boy, a life of humility and humbleness to share what he had with others, and the little faith he had, which brought a great miracle to feed thousands who were hungry on the mountain. At the same time, Jesus' attitude towards the 5 loaves and 2 fishes that he received is amazing. He didn't do mighty acts like a magician, but just gave thanks for the little mercy placed in his hand, and it multiplied, revealing the life of contentment, gratefulness and satisfaction. Jesus teaches us through this miracle that we need to thank him for the little things placed in our hands with a grateful heart, so that our Heavenly Father will multiply the blessings to feed many around us. Lastly, Jesus says to gather the remaining food, not to waste food. And they filled 12 baskets of remaining food. How much food is wasted in the world today, which could fill the hunger of many? We may not have thousands of dollars to give, but we can give words of encouragement, faith, hope, and love. We can share a little meal. We can give a plant from our garden. We can offer up a little prayer for others, which will not cost a penny. Let us treasure the great hidden mysteries of this miracle in our hearts and thrive to attain the character of humility, a life of contentment and satisfaction, to give the little we have with the little faith hidden in our little hearts, to feel the abundance of His grace to the overflowing of our life. It is by giving the joy multiplies.